Yeah, no teleport out for Jarix, but he'll take that. It's all good.
Yes.
And it's only a Bane dead. How far can you push?
I mean, only a Bane dead, but no Chrono and no Roar. So
true.
You can perhaps at least pressure this area.
Yeah, at least
plant some wards.
Yeah. I like those. And some extra control, extra vision. Seb's got his blink dagger done. He's gonna be against from behind, pincered, but maybe next time Kizzle and Madara.
He has this blink dagger, but you have to use it. It's a passive.
Oh, Seb. Seb is also the one to tip enemies, so he gets tipped in return. Vega is. I'm thinking Vega is having a good time. I think if we were in their team comms or in the room or something like that, they would be.
They don't love killing Seb.
Yeah,
I can say that for sure.
They can feel
especially because he always aggressively. He instantly tipped him, so...
Don't you think that Seb has everybody muted? You know that you are going to tip people, and what kind of impact that can have.
I don't know, you could, I suppose, if it affects you. But then you're weak.
True.
You're basically saying that you're mentally weak. Yeah, that you can't deal with it. That means he won already.
I guess so.
If you're worrying about it, you're thinking about it. Like, you have him muted and you're thinking, did he tip me? Did he not? And then he definitely tipped me. And then you're wasting even more time.
True. Well, Vega doesn't have him muted for sure. That's Roche. They have got the Chrono up again, and the Roar, and the Will-O-Wisp. But I think Vega wants to try. They are positioned. They are ready, and OG knew that. Yeah.
They backed out.
Yep.
Probably smart.
Oh, no kill. Stuck with some wards.
That's a lot of wards around him, bro.
Can he get out?
Oh, good
got wards helping him as well, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's a lot of gold, but that means that there's no Will-O-Wisp. He can buy back. It means Roche is a little bit safer for now.
Maybe they can be the ones that go for Roche. They don't have the wards.
The Spirit coming out. This is OG knowing that it's happening. Has to get out.
Now you back out. You're wasting a lot of time while Thompson is just chilling, so...
Yeah, the longer the game goes, the better it is for OG, I guess, as you said. So, I mean, every time
Kunkka did get buffed. Yeah, Kunkka did get buffed, so he's kind of stronger later when he gets that 25 and stuff, but overall I think OG...
Oh, Dar, what are you doing there, buddy?
Oh.
There's a Fiend script for him too, if he's not careful.
There's a silence.
Yeah, Will-O-Wisp coming out well. The Roar as well, that is on DM. The Fiend script as well. The Shackle holding ILTW in place. He can still get out, and DM didn't actually die in that duration. The Chrono coming out as well. Where is the damage? ILTW, he's just fountaining for that. They're just trying to delay the fight. The Silence still coming out. DM still trying to dish out some damage. They can though. Support for Seb right now as the first two fall in this long drawn out fight. Jarix, he's just trying to juke between all the damage coming out, and it is Kezu that is able to chase down Thompson and get that kill. So meantime, Jarix is trying to keep the rest of Vega at bay while the rest of his team, mostly ILTW is getting, no actually ILTW is also not getting out. No Tail is the one dying here. ILTW is trying to juke Kezu as well as the EM, but they got the X mark. The stomp as well, and that is...
I mean, this is just silly. Can I just say that Kezu is solo winning this game right now?
Yes, that was the stupidest fight we've seen.
They have absolutely no magic damage on the side of OG. I mean, Illuminate is something, but you use the Chrono, the target that gets gone on, you use the Crep Fire on him, and that's it.
Fine.
That's it. Like, you can't kill that target.
And it felt like it was such a weird fight. Because they just threw all their spells and thinking, you know, we have a good team fight, maybe this works.
They had, but you have to catch Kezu. You have to catch Kezu with that Chrono. That's the only way you fight, honestly. That's it. Like, they realized that after that fight, they realized what they have to do.
Okay.
And they're going to be looking at some initiating items for some tools to jump on that Pugna. Because if you don't kill Kezu, you aren't killing anyone.
And they threw a lot on DM as well.
They did. They threw everything, but he got the crap fight like 3-4 times in the duration of that fight.
This is fine.
And what do you do then? You have brain sap? Good luck.
Yeah. It was an unfortunate
You have to kill the Pugna. That's it.
Doing Pugna things, yeah.
Usually in a game you have some burst damage, so the Pugna isn't able to just solo do whatever, you know.
So they just have to roar or fiend script Pugna or silence him. They can silence him. There's a lot of ways to deal with the Pugna actually.
Yep.
They just have to get the right positioning. And at the moment there's a double damage rune on Madara's Life Stealer. He
just do it,
is having the Aegis as well. Just do it. Just silence him.
Just silence him. But it's hard. He has Atulance, he has force, he has mobility.
There's a lot of ways that Vega Squadron can help out Kazu's Pugna if he's in trouble. Protect the backline now from Vega Squadron as they're just pushing high ground. ILTW is still in the dire jungle. The wards come out as well. There's level 2 wards, of course, from maybe next time. Illuminate delaying it. Oops.
Yeah, these wards are just gonna die.
Oh, the Torrent.
Oh, they
gotta be careful. The boat as well. Coming out. There's the roar. It is on the Life Stealer, the Fiend Script there too. Where's that Pugna? He is there. The Decrepify, number 1. They're still Will-O-Wisp, but they don't really seem to care about that. Look at the positioning from Kazu. Perfectly done. Will-O-Wisp on cooldown, Roar on cooldown, Fiend Script on cooldown. The only thing they have is that Chronosphere, and not only now does ILTW teleport, he is ready to use that Chronosphere. He gets his BKB as well. And they have a pause.
Yeah, they're just gonna chill a bit.
You know, they have got this fight, and how are they gonna work around it? That is the question. I mean, even if this is not a technical, or rather, even if it's a technical. No. But regardless of what type of pause it is, you do talk about what can happen, right?
Of course, you're telling your Void, listen, there's only one guy, that's Kazu. He's the only one that exists in this game, and we need a chrono on him.
Kazu's got himself positioned quite nicely.
You can see how LTW is trying to go around, trying to get the right angle to jump, but it's so very hard.
Yeah, earlier Kazu was of course on the top side of this lane. He moved a bit further back, knowing that there's no more pressure on the top lane from the Void, so he is the target.
Yeah,
Look at those things.
Yeah, it's like
this Pugna guy. Is there anybody that can save the Pugna? That can be a Torrent, but he has got a BKB, so there's that. Oh, Kazu,
went in,
actually. He comes up. Oh, the Hex on time. But maybe next time. The Shackle as well as the Earth Splitter. That is. He just went all in for that BKB, and he didn't pop it before he went in.
That was a bait. That was a bait.
That was so bait. But why didn't he pop his BKB before going in? He just bought that.
Yeah, because
greed. Because
you want to jump in.
Yeah.
And
then use it. It's like
Yeah, usually that's the way it works, but you always risk just being controlled by Rasta, and this is a
that was a miss, Kazu. You gotta do it again. There you go. Denied.
But I mean, if you are Vega right now, you're feeling so good. As long as Kazu, I love Kazu's build by the way as well. I believe he bought Blink Dagger. Yeah. So he has Atulance, Blink Dagger, and Force.
He's so movable.
Yeah, so full into mobility, and that's awesome. So very hard to catch him.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom
That's 8 to 19 in terms of kills, 10k gold in favor of Vega. I mean, after the laning stage, we did say, you know, Vega kind of won the lanes, but then OG kind of pulled it back, and it was, or rather, it looked even for a time. That is just a Roshan. One Roshan.
Yeah, I still think OG can take it. They just have to have a few good fights in which they do catch that Pugna.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy. I know he's very mobile. He's elusive.
OG can do it. I mean, we know that they're a strategical, strong team, so they can figure out the movement. At the same time, we have seen Vega today be
very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very conscious of everything happening on the map, and knowing who to protect and where to be, and their positioning has been very crisp. And they're now also just taking out the last outer tower. There is a bit of a push coming up from topside on the top lane.
There's also this problem. Madara has that talent plus 20 evasion that you always take when you're going for Radiance, obviously, and like you need MKB as well. You have no burst for that Life Stealer. You need MKB on both the Void and the Draw.
Everything is up again. They got the Will-O-Wisp, the Roar, the Fiend's Grip.
I love how they just toss these boards. Like they don't even care about them. Just okay, Aegis is reclaimed.
ILTW, he's got to be careful there. Still doesn't have buyback.
Has BKB.
He's going to have to use it. The smoke for the backlines, the Hex is there as well, but I think that was, Vega knows that if he doesn't pop his BKB, there is
he goes in.
People around it. Another X-Mark. Where's his BKB? Again, shackled. Now there's his BKB with the wall coming out. To interrupt that shackle. The Kezu is trying to get himself out. The Chrono is just on Kezu. Is there anything that can help him, that can save him? There is not. They did kill off the Shadow Shaman and Kezu, and now it is time for OG to try and find script now on Madara with nobody to save Madara. Thompson getting the right clicks in, but it is not enough. The evasion is too much. Thompson, he is the one having to run for Madara. Madara does get the kill on Thompson, and they are now looking for Jarex. Can DM get that X mark? They don't have the vision anymore. There is a torch coming out, and that is on the wrong place. And Jarex Bane is just a fine. I mean, it was a good fight for OG, I guess.
It was, definitely. I mean, you lose Thompson, but you got something out of it. You found a way to kill that Pagna. However, you didn't really manage to kill the Kanka or the Nikes.
They did use all their cooldown.
Yeah. So it is a good fight, but at the same time, not really.
Don't think Vega wants to do anything while they don't have an Aegis, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could see how they went back in that fight. They didn't really want to fight near the cliff.
Hello.
Bye, Jarex.
That's some rune greed for you. As that Vega takes them all. Yeah. Jarex just wanted that one rune, but got chain rune. Kezu will take that. They are gonna pressure. Aegis or not. They can just try and see what they can do.
I mean, that Nikes looked unkillable that last fight, so perhaps because of that they can just go in. He has Lincolns now as well, so he's not gonna get grip. They can break the Lincolns definitely, but it does become, it is a bit harder to roar him.
No Will-O-Wisp, no Chrono.
Oh, look at that, I love that as well. So they X-mark the Pagna, he jumps in, blasts, runs, gets marked back.
Yeah. You can move real fast that way, and there's another one. They can just take out the tier 3 tower and just keep on doing that. ILTW is in position.
In good position, actually.
Yep, and that is a dead Kezu. He has got buyback, and he'll use it straight up. He'll make sure he's coming back for the fight. He does have a long way to go, though, before he is back here. Seb getting X-marked, torrented as well. DM just looking to dish out some damage. He does get away.
Yeah, you bought back Kezu, though. But now that Kezu has is back, you don't have Chrono, you don't have Roar, you don't have Bane.
They don't have they do have Will-O-Wisp.
They do? That's something you can work with, definitely.
I'm not sure if that's enough, but you know, it's Silver Lining. Oh, and Silence coming. Even how are you gonna deal with Madara's life stealer? The ward's coming out once again. Madara just slowing down Thompson, the Hex there as well, and that will mark the go signal for Madara to just try and get Thompson down, but the Force Staff is there to save his life.
Yeah, the boat.
And the Will-O-Wisp also used in that one. Backdoor protection active, and the Torrent up on 2. Very nicely from the EM. Seb, Nightmare to save his life. The Hex there, though. That is on ILTW, and he's taking a big beating right there. That's enough to take him down. He does have buyback, but he does not have Chrono, even if he does use it. Another lane of Rex taken by Vega Squadron, and they do not give up. They go top. They want this. They want, if they win this game, if they take these racks, to make it to the major and knocking OG out. Silence, Shadow Shaman forced into safety. Madara is there. OG have to be really careful. They cannot afford to lose a team fight. They have to find that perfect fight outside their base.
I don't see what they're doing. I don't see what they can do, actually, because I don't see them itemizing properly either. They can outplay them all they want. The fact it remains, you're not going to be able to hit that Nikes. He has too much evasion on him. If you don't have an MKB on Drow, Void, yeah, he can hit him every now and then, but it's not awesome.
Can they do, you know what we had yesterday when we saw Timbersaw against Bane, and Timbersaw was the one that nobody could deal with and all that? Yep. Can the Bane just constantly control or try to control Madara and then kill the rest?
I mean, that's possible. Yeah, sure. They do have ways of cancelling that grip.
Yeah.
You have X, that's like the best thing ever, long range. You also have, maybe next time with his Rasta, he should be fine with that.
Well, Jared,
Lance and Blink, you can Well, it's looking very hard for OG.
It really is.
I definitely did not expect them to be in this situation before the series.
Even after the laning stage, we kind of still... Oh, they're going up the high ground looking for Notil, finding a Notil who's getting hexed up, and that is no Will-O-Wisp. He does have buyback available, might need to buy back to save his team, but there is no buyback for ILTW.
90 seconds, this is the lane. Like, how do you have this with these 3 heroes? Kotal has to buy back instantly. You have to do something.
There it is.
Yeah, he's gonna buy back, but they know where it is.
Oh, getting forced staffed aggressively, has to use BKB to try and get himself out of there, but that BKB might just... Oh no, it's fine. He can blink himself out. There wasn't enough damage to keep him grounded there. The ward's being used on the tier 3 tower. Vega smelling a victory here, and Seb getting forced as a chicken back to the fountain. The Will-O-Wisp trying to keep Vega at bay, but Madara doesn't really seem to care that much, just dives in. The rest of Vega Squadron do focus down those ranks. Madara back there as well, helping out his team, and that is Rax down. And no Chronosphere for another 40 seconds. There is a roar, there is a Fiend's Grip, but where's that damage going to come from? Thompson does not have it yet. The roar is there on the Shadow Shaman. The tier 3 towers, the tier 4 towers rather, dropping slowly but steadily. And with every ticking second, OG is one step closer to elimination.
15 seconds for Void. Maybe you
they have maybe one last hurrah, but they might have to do that one last hurrah with... Bane is not coming back for another 30 seconds. They cannot afford to wait for him. They have to go now. Vega Squadron, and they know that. They rather take it safe. Yeah. I don't blame them for that. There is also a Roshan up. They do send that Kunkka back. Just get some regen back and come back with a bit of extra mana as well. Open wound, slowing down Thompson. The Chronosphere is still available. ILTW again though, no BKB usage for him, and he gets hexed and shackled and taken down. That's is game. There is no way that OG can make it out of this one, and that is OG eliminated from the European qualifiers for the Stockholm Major.
Wow.
Vega